So hey everybody, welcome back to our YouTube. So thanks to everybody that has subscribed to our YouTube. We are 300 subscribers and we want to go up to 400 subscribers. And welcome back to Africa's Awakening. Hey, so the news coming out of Africa is several African countries has resumed flights to international countries or within Africa. So countries that has resumed their flights were Kenya, Liberia, I think Rwanda, Togo, Niger has recently opened their airspace, and Tanzania too as well has no, I don't think Tanzania has either closed their airspace, but they resumed air flights from other countries, you know, because they have a lot of tourists through Mountain Kilimanjaro and a lot of tourists that goes to Zanzibar and all that, and for safaris and all that. So yeah, they've all resumed. And then wow, but Kenya has 30 destinations that they are flying to, and yeah, but other countries that has also resumed long time ago were Rwanda, Senegal, Ivory Coast, Niger, Chad, Togo and Burkina Faso. They've all resumed their flights, and
several African countries that's recommencing international flights that have been suspended since March because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Kenya Airways has resumed flights to 30 different destinations. The airline's expecting demand to remain below 50% of its pre-pandemic capacity, but it has said that it could increase the number of routes and the frequency of flights dependent on demand. The move's a relief for Kenyans with relatives abroad. Other African countries enjoying a resumption of flights include Mali, Rwanda, Senegal, Ivory Coast, Niger, Chad, Burkina Faso and Togo. In the case of Togo, all travellers will be subject to a COVID-19 test on arrival and another on departure.
And by the way, you know, Tanzania blocked the Kenyan flights from going to Kenya, and because of the coronavirus, and because before too, Kenya also blocked Tanzanian truck drivers from driving their trucks into Kenya. So it was push and pull between those two East African countries. One of the other story also coming out of Kenya is a lot of Chinese are lining up to leave the country of Kenya. They were spotted at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport with their luggages, and some of them look like they're scared of coronavirus. You know, they have their PPE equipments on, you know, with their luggages and suitcases, and they were living at the airport. You know, so yeah, they said because in Kenya there's more cases of coronavirus, which is cases are soaring, like a lot of cases are coming on, so they're running, you know. Well, because I think that was a good trick that they did, because when they were on China and there was a lot of coronavirus cases, they run to Africa, and then when now that Africa is getting more coronavirus cases, they went back to China. But because China is they are limiting it, they are fighting coronavirus, so now it's not so as dangerous as it was before. So they some of them said they have applied for a return ticket or whatsoever from their embassies, and then it was delayed, you know. That's why they're doing it now. But now they're trying to leave Kenya. Yeah, so yeah, they are on the way leaving, and I saw that video. I was like, wow, so they're leaving. And then yeah. So, but I think it makes sense though. Like, you don't have to blame Chinese for that. I think when their coronavirus cases was crazy, they all have to leave. I don't know when they were coming, whether they brought coronavirus cases, but because Africans, at that time we shouldn't let anybody into. We shouldn't open our airspaces and let anybody in. But because now the cases in Kenya is now soaring, and all the Chinese are leaving now, you know. So yeah, I saw the video. I was like, wow, there was a long queue. It's like, and I saw an airline, I think it belongs to China too. I think China is repatriating his people, you know. So yeah, I saw that in Kenya. So but yeah, move out to Ghana has did it again. Ghana, I'm proud of Ghana. I'm always proud of Ghana. So Ghana is giving 3 months of free electricity and free water supplies to his citizens. Like that's what the government is doing. And then their minister came out, and I don't know, minister of something came out, and he said, oh, they're giving free electricity and water to his citizens, for 3 months.
Ghanaians will enjoy another 3 months of free water and electricity supply as government further reduces the burden of the coronavirus pandemic on its citizenry. Now, the Finance Minister, Ken Ofori-Atta, who announced this during his mid-year budget review, explained the government has the concerns and aspirations of the ordinary Ghanaian at heart.
We remember all so well how the previous government, after imposing the inconvenient and income-sapping doomsday on households and businesses for 5 years, and insensitively increased electricity prices first by 89%, then by 10%, then by 78% and 20%, and finally by 59% between 2010 and 2015 alone. It took courage, Mr. Speaker, and care for President Akufo-Addo to do what no other government have been able to do before, which is a net reduction of electricity tariffs by 11% since 2017. Such is a higher level of care today, that today, nearly 4 years in office, electricity prices for Ghanaians, households and businesses all included, remain cheaper in both nominal and real terms than what they were before 2017. Mr. Speaker, the reason is simple. It is because we put the concerns and aspirations of the ordinary Ghanaian first. That is also why we further reduce electricity prices by half and completely provide portable water for free for everybody since March this year. And we will extend.
Well, because it's true, African countries we are struggling, to make ends meet, during coronavirus. They want people to be sitting out, but people are struggling to feed themselves. I saw in Kenya there was a story where a woman was cooking like rock. He was cooking rock. He was boiling rock, so that his kids will think that he's boiling food. If the kids ask him, oh, we need food, he said, oh, I'm still cooking food, I'm still boiling food. So that's what he does until the kids will go to sleep. Man, I saw that story on online, and it was sad. And I YouTubed it and I saw it, that story was sad, and then Kenyans step up and they bring them the food and water and lot of stuff that they will need,
Leji village. Here we found that 6-year-old mother of 8 in her 2-bedroom house with no water nor electricity. She says for the last 1 month life has been unbearable, and that she, believe it or not, cooked stones to make her children think that she was preparing dinner in hopes that they would fall asleep, which they did, perhaps out of sheer exhaustion. One of the neighbors was alerted by her children, who were crying for food, only to find a pot with stones boiling. The neighbor then posted her story on the internet, and now she has been receiving some food items from well-wishers. Penina was widowed in June 2019 after her husband was attacked and killed by a criminal gang. She was 2 months pregnant with the last-born, who now doesn't understand why mommy has no food. He used to depend on menial jobs like washing clothes for pay, but given the situation, those jobs are few and far between, especially because of her 6-month-old baby. She's among the people yet to benefit from free food distribution from the county government of Mombasa.
Yeah, a lot of Africans were struggling. And in which country was it? I think it was in Zimbabwe or some other African country where women were protesting and then they get arrested, but because they say they're sitting in their house for so long, and there's no food, nothing to feed their kids and all that, so which is also very it's very sad. By the way, people should sit at home, but there's nothing that can make them sit at home, because they need to feed their family and all that. I'm not talking about pubs and for people to go to bars and all that, and clubs and all that, but because even my country that I'm from, but because of the Eid that Muslims are celebrating. You know, people want to go out and enjoy themselves and do things together when there's no social distancing. You know, so I think Africa is very hard because, as I say, people need to survive. You know, people need to go out and survive. You know, they don't have, like here you can sit in the house and then the government helps you. Like you go government, and there's no, as the governments are not doing enough for its citizens, you know, and all that, you know. So that's why you see people struggling, you know. So, but yeah, that is the whole thing coming out of Africa, you know? And I'll put the videos in, you know, so that you guys can see the Chinese at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, JKIA, and you can and I'll put the video so that you guys can watch the speech of the minister in Ghana, talking about how they're going to help its citizens and the local businesses. You know, businesses are struggling. You know, they're really struggling. And now here in Australia, we are in the level 4 lockdown, which is you are only allowed to go to the shop for only once in a week, and if even if you are going to the shop, you go only you are supposed to go. Like only one person from each family is supposed to go to the shop, you know, and to go get food, you know. And mask is compulsory. Like you should wear mask. People should start wear mask, you know, and do the social distancing. This virus is real. This thing is real, you know. It's killing people, you know. I saw a news coming out of my own country where I saw they burying people, you know. And this is serious, you know. I always tell them to stay home and wear a mask and always wash your face and yeah, and make sure you get a mask that is washable, that you can use for the second time, because you cannot be buying all those masks. If you know you're struggling, you cannot be buying one mask, and those other masks that they sell, you need to be, you know, those ones I don't trust, because if you use them once, they are not reusable. Like you cannot wash them and use them again. But the other ones that they make out of clothes and all that ones you can wash and wear it again, you know, and then dry it and wear it again. So yeah, this is what I got. And yeah, peace out, man. And by the way, thanks for anybody who has subscribed to our YouTube. You know, we are 300 subscribers now. You know, we want to go up to 400, man. So make sure you like, share and subscribe, you know, and we really appreciate it, you know. Thank you so much.